Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday the 7th of May. We have got new mods, we've got updates. It's packed with packs, we'll say that. There's a Farmbuildings pack with 44 items in it, I think it is. We're going to be able to look at updates first though. The Rolmako U436 3-metre pack by JMZ, the Wired Fence and Rail Gate by Fritz, Elmer's Hallmaster by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau, Excavator Arm Extension by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau, Heisemat HM8400KLC, also by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau. Guess what? The Kessler Forestry Cranes by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau. Buckland Farm by MS Modding. That one says it doesn't require a new save game save slot. The Lizard L1620 by Kohler and the, I'm going to say this wrong, Boengena and Schuder FSG by Vertex Design have all had updates. We have, and they're in a slightly peculiar order. Often when mods get released, it tends to go buildings first, then productions, then equipment and machinery, then vehicles. It seems to be a kind of bit higgledy-piggledy, but it's all good. This is the Bressel and Lade. This is the Gripperbucket SL50 by Rick Black Labele TWD Modding. It is 5.73 megabytes download, 3 slots on console with a 1,900 litre capacity. You will find it under front-loaded tools. The only option is changing the colour. There's a colour option on this. So it's 1,900 litre bucket. Front loader equipped tractor or a front loader vehicle will do the job. Obviously it's the front loader that does the lifting and stuff, but the opening and closing of the bucket. There you go. Nice smooth animation, nicely made. And detailed. That's the Bressel and Lade Gripperbucket SL50 by Rick Black Labele TWD Modding. Next we've got this. Actually we've got two buildings. These were separated by a few mods in the mods hub, but I've put them next to each other because they're by the same modder. So these are both by 750 Ti Modding. We've got the Shed Cow Barn, 9.96 megabytes download, 10 slots, 40,000 to buy, will hold 50 cows. And then next to that, we have got the Shed with Garage, 11.3 megabytes download, 12 slots, also 40 grand. I mean, very similar design with a shed bit on the end, but I mean, tweaked ever so slightly. So this is a curious one, actually. I've been trying a couple of different things. That's the putting in trigger. That's the icon, the tipping. Taking out is this icon. So this is your slurry point just there. You can tell by the pipe. You can tell because that's what it is. If we come down to this end, now I'm making an assumption here that this is the milk point. I haven't produced any yet. I guess I should speed up time and check. With a garage on the end here, light switch just over here, so we can turn our lights on or off for that. If we come to the front of the building just here, we've got a light switch. There we go. Which turns the lights on or off here. But then we've also got our dialogue box here for our animals. Open this gate up. And we've got a trigger in here as well. So I thought, well, if that's slurry and that's milk, potentially manure? Maybe? But it's not actually showing. If you look bottom right, there's nothing on there for manure. Normally a barn would have to require... Actually, I can check the milk point because it's saying it's got 6 litres already. I did back a trailer in. I backed this in, and I got nothing come up. Normally it says fill, you know. But it didn't. So I'm not sure what the extra trigger's for. Peculiar. But we can double check that is the milk one. I wouldn't have thought the milk trigger would be here. That's why I thought maybe manure. But if we go into this menu, let's go to our animals and look across. Milk, straw, slurry. No, it doesn't say. Feed trigger is across the front. Bedding trigger, you open that gate and the bedding trigger is just in there. So, yeah. Who knows? Let me go and grab a trailer and let me see. Actually, got this one here. I think I have water in this. I'll empty that out and double check to see if it is milk. Bear with me. I can confirm that is the milk trigger. I then emptied the milk out backed in. Now the problem is these triggers, because you have to back past this one, it came up, start filling. It did put slurry in. I mean, potentially both of those are slurry. It'd be a bit weird if they are, but anyway. Yes, that is definitely the milk one, and the slurry one is up here. A bonus trigger for things. This you'll find under build mode, under animals. Cows out on the very end. Slaughter count will come down. What did I say it was? 10. 10 down to 1 for the shed cow barn. And then over here we've got the shed with a garage. And this hasn't got a workshop in it, but this does have on it at the front here light on and off. That's for this front light here. And then we've got the same here, light on and off. That's for that one there. No, hang on, was that one there? Yeah, I think that's that one there. Yeah. Inside, we've got a light switch just here. And I think we've got a light switch. Yeah, there we go, just here as well. So, plenty of lighting and light switchery. Nicely detailed, nicely weathered, under build mode, under sheds. Right there. Slot count on this was 12, which comes down to 1. I don't think there's a colour option on this. No, get it just as it is. So that's the shed with cow barn, or shed cow barn, shed with garage, both by 750 Ti modding. Next, we've got this. I got quite excited about this, but actually it turns out it is a water trigger. This is the Waterpumpingstation. This is by Holden HB Modding. I think I might have read the description wrong because I thought it supplied your farm with water. So, oh, that's quite cool. We've had a few of these where you put water in, or you just click on it and you can distribute your water out, but it's not. It is actually just a purchase point. And once placed, it does charge you still for the water, so the water is not free. 2.64 megabytes download, 8 slots, 3,000 to buy, under build mode and containers, I think is where it was. There you go, out on the end there. Slot count will come down from 8 to 1. There's no colour option on this either. Get it just as it is. Nicely made and detailed, don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking it. It looks brilliant with the barbed wire around the top and stuff as well. So if you want to point a place on your map to come and collect water from, this may be the sort of thing you're looking for. That's the Waterpumpingstation by Holden HB Modding. Next we've got this. This is the Annaburger HTS 31.06. This is 5.79 megabytes download, 10 slots, 55,000 litres. It's by HR Forst und Fahrzeugbau. This is one of those ones that lifts right up. So if you want to unload whatever product you've got onto someone's roof or something like that, you can, into trains, that kind of thing, or offloading into another trailer. So this can be used on the field and then load into something else. You'll see whatever you want to do with it is entirely up to you. So this you'll find under tools and trailers. Right there, the Field Liner HTS. What have we got? Have we got one already? Yeah, Field Liner HTS 3106. I think it's just we've got some extra colour options. I think it's just the standard one really with some extra options on it. As far as I can tell, actually, does that one only take? Ah, right, there's a big change. So the standard in-game one only takes forage crops, as you can see it on the bottom there. Things like hay, straw, wood chip, chaff, sugar cane, total mixed ration, those kinds of things, and silage. Whereas this adjusted version, whilst having extra colour options and stuff as well, takes everything. Very cool. So, 105,000 for the base model. Slot count comes down from 10 to 1. We've got the option of Michelin, Vredestein, Nokian, BKT, Trelleborg, and back. Each one has got a double. I think Trelleborg might have more, but it's hard to see in this light, really, isn't it? 2 on that, and then we got 2 on that. We've got 2 on that. BKT just that. Then Trelleborg, we've got that one, that one, that one, and back again. Attacher types in the front, we've got ball or pin hitch. I think it's on ball at the moment. So ball or pin hitch on the front. Cover yes or no if you want to cover them. Extension colour, chassis colour. Does the chassis. Anything on this palette, like so. There are some metallics, as you can see. Extension colour does the panels in between, like that. Cover colour, if you've chosen cover, you can go and change your cover colour. Rim colour, we've got a silver and we've got a polished metal. And then we run through, there's a whole load of different options. on there, a license split option on there too. So start this up. So I suppose other than the colour options and the fact you can take everything, I mean that's pretty impressive, the fact you can now take everything in one of these. It's a big old unit. We have got the option to adjust our angle of the dangle. So if you want to try and get that as level as possible, you can. L1 and then X raises the body, which does that. Once that starts to raise, we do then also have the option at the front, L1 and right stick up and down, to raise and lower those supports, to give yourself a little bit of extra support whilst you are unloaded. They're not even touched the ground. Ah, because I adjusted the hitch, didn't I? If I adjust the hitch down, there we go. Like I say, that, I mean, that's someone's roof. You're unloading onto. That's pretty impressive height, isn't it? I've got grapes in there at the moment. Not that that matters, but that's not. You know, look, I've got grapes. Open, closing of the cover. Unload here. If you want to unload your grapes there, you can. But I say, for whatever you want to do. And then let's lower the body back down again. That's very cool. The Annaburger HCS 31.06 by HR Forst und Fahrzeugbau. Next, we've got on the front of here, this is the Lizard Front Loader Weight Pack by Kalderone, Tomas, Yakowych, I think it is. Sorry if I said that wrong. 2.78 megawatts download, 2 slots each. There's a larger and a smaller one, and we do have the option to change the fill type in there, so we can change the weight of it, although the size doesn't change, which is quite a cool option. I like that. That's pretty smart. We've got some options on here for brand, and we've also got some options for stickers. I've got a UK one on there at the moment, but you can pick and choose. This you'll find under weights. He says, I was on weights already. So, we've got the front weight 750 to 1,100, 1.1 tonne, 550 to 750. So, the larger and the smaller. Options are the same on both. So, I'll show you on this one first. So, at the moment, we've got crushed rock in there, and that's 750 kilo. If you go for concrete, 1.1. So, that's on that one. So, you've got reflector stickers, yes or no. We've got flag stickers, and we run through. We've got Ukraine, we've got United Kingdom, Deutschland, France, Italy, USA, or off. Brand stickers, we run through the various different brands, like so. Then you've got attacher type, and this is around the back, so it just changes the attach. It will attach onto anything anyway. We've got design 1, design 2, then you've got mounting for rear hitch, like so. Then we've got our main colour, anything on this palette. There are a lot of greens on there, I noticed, but I went for the JCB because I went for JCB. The design colour does the box above, like so. So any difference with this one, this is smaller. So all the other options are exactly the same. The difference is with the fill type, we've got standard at 210 kilo, then you've got crushed rock at 550, and then concrete takes it to 750 kilo. I like the fact that the weight stays the same shape and size, but you can increase the weight of it, which is brilliant. So, that's the Lizard Front Loader Weight Pack by Kalderone and Tomas Yakowych. Which brings me on to the pack. So, I have to say, some of the stuff you've seen before, and it's been in various different packs that OmaTana has brought out. The pack is by OmaTana, by the way, did I not say that? This is the Southern German Farmbuildings pack by OmaTana. What is cool, I mean, it's all cool, I like OmaTana stuff anyway, is the buildings. So we've got, I think everything has got colour options. All of it, as far as I can tell, doubles up. So you've got one set in one colour, one set in another. So whilst there are 44, I suppose technically there's 22, and then it doubles everything. But you've got all the farm buildings. You've got your 2-storey, and then you've got your farm buildings, farmhouses, 2-storey, and then you've got your single-storey, fully loaded, and then you've got 2-storey and 2 single-storey, minimalistic. So if you're running old gen stuff, whether it be PC or console, it doesn't put so much strain on, you know, having so much to download, that kind of stuff. Well, I've got them all out, but it's like I say. And they look absolutely fantastic. I'm going to show you inside a couple first, then we'll run through all the various different options. And they're all slightly different, and we can change the colour of all the various different, it's just brilliant. But it's the detailing side, this is just staggering. I mean, we've had buildings before, but this is, I love the fact they're all different. So we've got a bathroom to that, we can close the door on that. We come into the sort of kitchen area here, which is all very lovely. Out to the back here, little office, which is nice. Little living space, and it's all this, all the books, the pictures, those kind of things, which is fantastic. Back door does open. We come in up here. Have I turned off my... Oh, no. So, sleep trigger in here, in this bedroom. We've got this bedroom here. Look at this. Look at the detail. And each one is different. Books on the shelves as well. Really nicely detailed. Another bedroom there. Out onto the veranda, which is also another nice touch, and then a bathroom upstairs as well. I'm not going to show you all of them because it's something to explore, but if we go, let's go a couple of houses along, and you'll see the kitchen is switched. We've got a lounge area with an office at the back there. Then we've got our kitchen diner this side. Bedrooms are different upstairs, bathroom there as well. Sleep trigger this side, so this bedroom's different. That bedroom's different. I think they're very cool. I mean, most of the doors and stuff open on them. It's absolutely brilliant. So we go downstairs here, and I'll take you to one of the single-storey houses. We'll show you that one. Going through the back door on this one. All of these, they do have your wardrobe trigger as well. The wardrobe trigger is at the back, sleep trigger is indoors. But the backs of the buildings all have detail as well. So you've got little covered bits, and yeah, they're really cool. Like I say, slightly different design again. Bedroom downstairs, sleep trigger. And then if we come out the front, I mean, that looks three-dimensional. I know that's just... And then the minimalist ones are at the front. Still have a sleep trigger, still have a wardrobe trigger. Not as much detail, flowers, those kind of things on the front. But if we go into here as well, you'll notice inside we haven't got all the books, all the pictures, the TVs, those kind of things. It is a lot more bare, sort of bare bones stock. What I will say is I haven't found light switches anywhere, so I think the lighting on these is all automatic. I've had no triggers come up for lighting. But yeah, a lot more, well, minimalist, and that's the whole point. So we'll have a look at these first. They're all out, like I said, I'm not going to run through all of them, but we go into build mode, we go along to our farmhouses just here. And we start on this one. So our two-storey houses are 50 grand each. Our single-storey houses are 35 grand each. Slot counts on these were, brace yourself because there's a lot of decoration, 37 slots to 45 slots were the fully decorated, all singing, all dancing, two stories and single stories. And there are 8 of those. So I'll just pick one and I'll just show you from the side angle. We'll swing it round. But we've got colour options on all of these. On all the sheds, we've got colour options to change. I think it runs through the same set of colours. We can change all the colour options on these. So whatever you want to go for. This one obviously changed all the woodwork on the outside there. If I pick this one that doesn't have woodwork, this will just change all the shutters, those kind of things, rather than wood. But again, really nice and detailed. So that's those first 8. Then we move on to the minimalist ones. And the price drops. For the 2 stories, they come down to 25 grand. And for the single stories, they come down to 20 grand. And the slot counts on these are only 10s. So we're going from, like, say, from, what's 37s up to 45s, depending on how much decoration was on them, down to 10 slots for these last 4. So again, depends what you want to go for. That, of course, is your choice. That's those first ones there. We come from there and we go to our sheds. So there are 12 farmhouses. There are 16 sheds. And you'll see here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then, I say 6. Well, yeah, 6 and 7. And that's these first ones here. So the slot counts on these, the sheds, were all -4. They were all 4. They all have colour options as well. I'll show you on one, but I'm not going to show you on all of them. So we start off there with the large shed, 8 grand. We've got the narrow shed, which is 5 grand. So the large shed is that one. The narrow shed is this one behind there. That's £5,000. We've got the shed medium, which is that one there, for £5,000. We've got the small shed, which is that one there, for £4,000. Then we've got the small shed, which is open all the way around. You'll see that. I'll show you that in a moment. Small shed for £1,000. Then we've got the barn medium, just there, for £10,000, and then we've got the barn small at £8,000. Now, if I just pick one of those, you'll see on this as well, colour options we can change for the doors and window frames, like that. If I go back and go to one of these, let me zoom in a little bit, it changes the colour of the woodwork underneath on that one. So that set then gets duplicated again, but rather than having the red roofs, it's got like a grey, almost slate tile roof on it, and it runs through those same buildings again, but in a different colour. So it doubles all those up. Then on the very end, we've got these two, which are these two here. We've got farm garage 1 and 2, and again, it's down to the colour of the roof. So that farm garage matches this roof type, that farm garage matches that roof type. But again, with these, we have got colour options, which changes the doors on those, so depending which one you want to go for. So that's all under sheds. So what we'll do is we'll whiz along and have a look. Well, what's cool about all of these is you can have them all as drive-through, or closed off, or pick and choose. So all of them have this lever on the end. If I click on that, puts them all out the way, and you can have it all drive-through. And all of them have that, every single one, including the one that was open. I said it's open and then it wasn't. So you can raise and lower those on all of them, which is very cool. Like I say, there is lighting in some of them. There's light up there, but I haven't found a light switch, so as far as I'm aware. So this one, if you want the open sort of pole barn like that, you can. Come to the front. These are all drive-through. These don't have walls that are removable because these all have doors. Sort of fold away into each. They're very sort of clinical, quite minimalistic, very basic. Nice detail on the wood and all that kind of stuff. I mean, they look like wooden doors. That's the medium and that's the small. So triple and double. Then the smaller of the garages around here. Just so different. And then we move to the back. That's the sheds. We have got two more sheds. We've got two more sheds under generators. So we go to build mode, production, and go along to our generators. Out on the end there, the two large sheds, which are these ones here. We've got one of each with the red roof, like that. Again, we can change the colour option. We can roll through the colours, which changes the woodwork on the front, as you can see. You might be able to see, there you go. And these will earn you 21,600 per calendar month. These were 5 slots each, and they're under build mode and generators. So there's the grey one and there's the red roof one, if you want to earn yourself a bit of passive income as well. So there's all of those, all of those, all of those, done all of those. Brilliant stuff. Right, now we move out over here. We move into our silos section. So what was that? 12 farmhouses, 16 sheds, 2 generating sheds. Now we're on to silos. Now there's 4, which is duplicated, so there are 8. Again, red roof, slate roof. I've done one of each of the, no, one. I've alternated them, let's say that. Under build mode, and then silos. And we will roll across until we get to them. So, again, like I say, these are doubled up. So we have 4. We've got the pallet and bale storage large, which is this building just here. So the slot counts on these were 6, 5, 6, 4, and then that duplicates. So the first one then, bale and pallet storage large, that will hold 700 items. We've then got pallet and bale storage standard, small, whatever, well, standard I suppose, because smalls are normally 250. That will do 500. We've then got a barn silo. So that's got the silo built into the barn. So if you'd rather have a barn than a standalone silo, that's a 10 million litre multi-fruit silo in a barn. And then we've got the silo wood. And like I say, we've seen some of these before in different packs. That's also a 10 million litre multi-fruit silo. But with these, again, colour options, we can change. If we go for the silo, we can scroll through. So you can change the wood look, the sort of wood stain on them, which I do quite like it just as a bare. But it's your choice, you can pick and choose. And then we roll through this exactly the same, but then rather than having the grey roof, like say that one I went for the red roof, we've got the grey roofed version, and then so I went alternate like that. And the slot counts then come down to, I think they're all, well, I think they come down to ones pretty much. So putting in to the silo is done here. The silo, the bale and pallet storage, doors and windows, doors do open. We have got loads of doors all the way around for getting in and out. So for storage of other things, that's fine. I'm not sure actually. I think it stores. I'm gonna have to go and grab a pallet. I think it stores upstairs because it would be curious to have all these doors for sort of garage space underneath if you can't actually store underneath because you've got bales and pallets. I would imagine, I'm going to have to double check that before we go. I should have set that up before I started recording, I know, but it'd be a few seconds for you. I'll just spend a bit of time setting it up. So, does that one open? Nope. That's, is that just a wall? That's probably because it's just a wall. What I did find was, though, at the front here, hayloft door does open, but at the back it doesn't. There is one here. I didn't get a trigger come up for the rear one to open, so it's just at the front. This one opens. I'm going to go and grab a couple of pallets and a couple of bales and bring them over just to double check. This one doesn't have a hayloft, so yeah, that's true actually. That one doesn't have a hayloft, so I'm assuming it's going to store them in here. Let me go and grab some. And then those two are just multi-fruit. I say just. They're 10 million litre multi-fruit silos. Very cool. Let me go and grab some bales and pallets. I can make the next confirmation. It does put the bales and pallets upstairs, which leaves the downstairs free for you to do whatever you want for all sorts of activities. If you want to get a ping pong table out, play table tennis, so upstairs in here. And then the other one, whilst not having an upstairs per se, not with steps that you can go up and visit your items to make sure they're okay, it does put them upstairs and leave the downstairs free, again, for whatever you want to do. And I can tell because if we look up here at the windows, you can see those pallets up there. So it does store them upstairs. Oh, look, there's a bale just poking out. I did a mixture of standard in-game pallets, IBCs, various different ones. I've done a standard bale and a bale from the liftable bales pack, and it took all of them in. So yeah, all good. So that's all under silos. That's the silos done. We then move on to where I put them. There's somewhere we got containers. Now I'm not sure. Oh no, I do remember now. These under containers. We've got buying stations, buying points. These were 6 slots each, and again 1 each in the various different roofing colours. So if you are trying to match, so the red roof, the grey roof, under build mode, under containers, just there. And these are for, I mean, purchasing pretty much anything. I think it was, including water. You can buy water, and if you get water, it is free. It does say that in the description. So just come to here and click on start filling. So you can buy pretty much everything. A buy anything silo, as you can see. I've only got a very limited space in the back of there, but there you go. So 2 buy points, which brings me on to the productions. So we have got under productions and factories, we have got, again, doubled up. We have got fermenting silo, and we have got a bakery in each one. Build mode, production, and factories. If we scroll across, so again, red roof or grey roof. Fermenting silo, 30 grand. Bakery, 10 grand. 30 grand, 10 grand. Slot counts on these, as you can see, 16 for the bakery, 6 for the fermenting silo, and each one does come down to 1 slot afterwards. As far as capacities go, the fermenting silo, I put 500,000 litres of grass in here, and it has barely even touched the sides. I'm assuming that's going to be another 10 million litre one. But grass, hay and chaff with a 1-to-1 ratio, and as you can see in the time I've just been doing the start of the mod review, 1,700 litres of silage already produced. So if you've got grass, hay and chaff, did I say silage? Grass, hay and chaff in there. You'll get loads coming out. All very good, all very happy. But when we go to place these, if we go back to our production, well, I mean, you can see colour options on the silo, just the same as that silo. So we can roll through our colour options, and the same with the bakery. It changes the colour of the door on here. So small bakery, we can go inside this one, I think. I believe we can. There we go. Very nice. Manage production. So we can do out flour here. Wheat, barley, oats, sorghum and corn flour can be produced. And then bread and cake can be made as well. So everything gets brought in. Set it all off. And away we go. So I'm sure it was 44 items it works out at. And that's it. No maps, no vehicles today actually. We had the trailer. But nothing with, self-propelled. Let's just say that. That's it for the mods for Tuesday the 7th of May. That pack, the Southern German Farm Buildings pack by OmaTana. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.